Is Monday and we are going live. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another edition of our Monday night stay at home open mic. That rolls off the tongue, huh? It's a little headbanger. Yeah, it's Monday night, and as always, we are gonna have a great a set of performers from all over the country, sometimes internationally. So first of all, I do want to thank some of you who are already joining us. I noticed when we went live that there were already some people waiting. Might have even been some of our poets. But as always, I do encourage participation. So if you're just here to support and you're on the live chat, let us know you're here. Say hi, and definitely, if you hear any lines you like, type them out in the comments. Feel free to use emojis. Fire emojis are always good. 100 emojis, whatever you're feeling. If it makes you happy, let them know. I'll be there monitoring the YouTube chat. And of course, we are all on Zoom, all our performers. And if you do want to perform, we do have some room on the list. If this is your first time, welcome, by the way. If you're returning, it's great to have you back. If you do feel like performing, maybe a little liquid courage throughout the night, maybe just a little digital courage. Signing up is very easy. There is a description link. There is a link in the description box of this YouTube video. So if you can click on that, you'll sign up really quick, and then you'll have access to this meeting. You're more than welcome to join us. Otherwise, though, great to have you. My name is Richie Marrufo. I am the project director, host, and MC of BWOMS, Barbed Wire Open Mic Series, based out of El Paso, Texas. We are part of Border Senses, which is a nonprofit organization intended to support the literary arts here in our region. And we've been doing this online open mic, what I call the stay-at-home open mic, for over 2 years now, and it's great. So many regulars here tonight. Actually, I don't think, is there anyone new signed up? I'm looking at the list. You know what? Everyone here has been here before, so that's really great. I always encourage people, if they want to try anything experimental, anything maybe a little longer. And as always, one of the whole points of this, other than allowing people to just have a space to share work, maybe bounce ideas off of people, is for you guys to follow and support them. So without further ado, we're going to go and kick things off as we have done many, many, many times before. We're going to go ahead and kick things off in New York City and say hi to Deadpan Lizzie. What's going on, Lizzie?
Hi, Beanie Blessings. Good to see you, Richie, and everyone. I am going to just read, I'm just going to read one poem tonight. It's called Baseball. I step up to bat often, striking out, fouling balls consistently in my personal life, occasionally making it to first, though usually I'm not fast enough to rush the dusty base before the ball lands in their glove. Professionally, I'm hitting home runs. They say when one part of you is scoring, the other sticks like pine tar in the back of the dugout. I would trade the homers for some triples and doubles because I'm very lonely hitting singles. I do well in batting practice, nervously getting out I statements, but when I step up to bat, my cleats feel heavy, my hands sag up in my batting gloves. The bat feels heavier than I wish it did. Athletic tape burns my calluses. The sweat accumulating inside my helmet fogs up my glasses, impairing my vision, concentration. The bases are loaded. I tap home plate to try and connect to the game. No outs in the ninth inning. First pitch, ball one. I know never to swing at the first pitch. Second, strike one. 1-1. Third pitch, another ball. Fourth pitch, another ball. Like women, I let them pass by me, though there is a chance with my low golf swing I could have creamed it out of the park. Fifth pitch, strike two. 3-2, the count full. I know how to read the pitcher, the catcher, and every player out there. The only player who stops me from confidently finding her me. The ball is thrown. I make contact, sending it into right field. 3 runners home safely. 3 runs scored. I find myself running between first and second. The baseman fucking with me. With one final dive, I slide into second. I look up, and the second baseman holds up ribbons in the sky instead of a ball. A sign of love, hope, or just my imagination. Thank you.
Really love that one. That was cool. Was that it? Sorry, I missed the preface.
No, that is it. I actually have to run before the next poet, unfortunately. But
all right, no,
I just wanted to be here. Yeah, sorry guys, got caught in it. But yeah, thank you for letting me spit. It's good to see everyone. Deadpan Dope is tomorrow night with The Word Is Right. If you want to learn more about that, IGES_Strauss, and that's where most of my stuff is. So thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for taking the time and share a little something with us. I grew up playing baseball, so that one just spoke to me. I love it. Love it. Yeah, I've always had a particular trouble with my golf swing, particular because of my baseball swing. I've never been able to switch them up, you know? It's quite embarrassing.
I've coached golf since high school, so if you ever want a lesson,
I have a hard time. Like, anyway, yeah, I gotta, all you EP peeps, we gotta go swing some golf clubs, let some steam off or something.
If you ever visit New York, we'll just go to Chelsea Piers and I'll give you a free lesson.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Lizzie Strauss, everyone. Deadpan Dope. Check it out. She's got some cool open mics she does, writing workshops around ES_Strauss. If you're on YouTube, I already posted that on the comments on the live chat. All right, cool. Thanks for kicking it off as always.
Thanks, Richie.
Cool. All righty then. Also, it's interesting. We've had a string of birthdays from a lot of our online performers that have fallen on Mondays. I know just recently it was Generalissimo's birthday on a Monday, as well as Marissa Prada. And of course, we're going to go and continue. It's this next performer's birthday, and you know him well. He always kicks it off. We're going to go to Denver and welcome to the mic, Mike Sindler. What's going on, man?
Thanks. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
When was your birthday?
It's today.
When was your birthday? Today? Oh,
yeah. It is today. As is, it's Colorado's birthday as well, and various other people. But I will, everybody here in the room knows it. For all of y'all out there in YouTube land, I just want to let y'all know that lighthousewriters.org exists, and you should go check it out because it's an amazing, amazing organization and has good things. So it's my birthday. You have to do it. I'm going to do a few here. I'm going to start with a new one. It's called A Tragedy of Destiny. Upbeat. I am that which you claim to love. I am that which you destroy, tearing at me, gulping down my heart in expectation it will grow again, grinding my bones, asking me to cradle you in my fragile yet weighty arms. I am that which you take for granted, lost in your desire, lost in your dreams, using me to further your means, no thought given to my preservation, little care expended on consequence, more insensitive than innocent. And yet I cannot help but give to be provender for your animal pursuits, to be bestower though you would be overthrower, to be both feed and fuel, to wish you wise though you be fool. I leave clue after clue to help you see fallacy of thought and purpose, yet still you ignore, punish me for being the one true constant, unable to yield to fantasy, unable to withstand all that you would desire of me. I, the true source of love, yet you are no lover, unable to recognize guide, mentor, friend, or mother. You wear me down, expecting more, oblivious to the grievous wounds, too deep and grave to heal, rendered thoughtlessly as a suckling babe biting nipple, left exposed yet unseen, your blinkered sight fixed only on self-satisfaction. Soon I will succumb, and with me, you as well will fail. Both brought to ruin needlessly, all could be better if only you could see that even more than I need you, you need me. I have tried to be all you would have of me, but you have made a tragedy of destiny. So I'm gonna do a little older one. Done here before, but it's been a long time, but a little more how I'm feeling today than that one, thankfully. It's called New White Hair. Let each new white hair brushed in morning before the mirror be a thin messenger of acceptance, a pure thread stitching past to future, minute journey from scalp to skull, letting go of gravity, release and surrender, follow the fall, Do not hesitate to trim frayed ends. Let that worn fringe of old struggle, splintered growth drift with each snip. Toss sweepings away without regret, knowing continuing strands will flourish stronger in their absence. Gaze straight ahead, see your frame face for what it is. Wrinkled folds, rounded slopes with frosted hedge, as a Zen garden of flesh resting still in spirit as seasons change. Then laugh loud and turn and face the day. And I'm gonna do one more of mine, another brand new one. And it is another WCW haiku. I ate your damn plums. Those cold suckers were tasty. Oops, my bad, I guess. And that being done, the hat shows up. And I'm going to do a little different this week. Instead of doing something really well known, I'm going to do something not very well known. It's by a poet named Timothy Steele, and it's called On the Eve of a Birthday, which is why I picked it. As my scotch spared the water, blondly sloshes about its tumbler, and gay manic flame is snapping in the fireplace, I grow youthful. I realize that calendars aren't truthful, and that for all of my grand unsuccesses, eternal causes are to blame. And if at present somewhat destitute, I plan to alter, prove myself more able, and suavely stroll into the coming years as into rooms with thick rugs, chandeliers, and colorfully pyramided fruit on linened lengths of table. At time, I fear my future won't reward my failures with sufficient compensation, but dump me aging in a garret room, appointed with twilit, slant ceiling gloom, and a lone bulb depending from a cord suggestive of self-strangulation. Then too, I have bad dreams, in one of which a cowled scythe-bearing figure beckons me. Dark plains glow at his back. It seems I've died, and my soul, weighed and judged, has qualified for an extended, hyper-sultry hitch down in eternity. Such fears and dreams, however, always pass, and gazing from my window at the dark, my drink in hand, I'm jauntily unbowed. The sky's tiered, windy galleries stream with cloud, and higher still, the day's stars thickly mass in their long prolamic arch. What constellated powers, unkind or kind, sway me? What far preposterous ghosts of air, whoever they are, whatever our connection, I toast them, toasting also my reflection, not minding that the words which come to mind make the toast less toast than prayer. Here's to the next year, to the best year yet, to mix joys to my harum-scarum prime, to auguries reliable and specious, to times to come, such times being precious, if only for the reason that they get shorter all the time. Okay, thank y'all.
Thank you so much. Once again, happy birthday, Mike Sindler. As always, thank you for repping your writing community and Lighthouse Writers. And yeah, thanks for sharing that piece. I learned a new word, jauntily. I hadn't heard that one. I'm like, I'm going to jauntily wish you another happy birthday. Yes. Say, scurrying around breezily through the screen. All right. All right. What is up, everyone? If you're just tuning in, you have caught our online open mic. We got more performers. If you want to perform, there is still room. There is, if you're watching on YouTube, check out the link in the description. Otherwise, you can find us at Barbed Wire Open Mic Series, and there are plenty of links around that you can find, including our link tree. All right. Good to see everyone. We got a lot of returning faces, so I'm excited to tune in with our peeps today. And with our sign up form, I always appreciate when you guys type out interesting and cool things to read. It's always so much fun. So our next performer always, is coming from very interesting locations. Today, and I relate so much with this one. This is why I'm going to share. It's our main man in Maine, by the way. But today, he's coming to us from a pool of quicksand that is his life. Damn. I'm there with you. Let's go ahead and welcome to the stage, Generalissimo Bryan Franco. What is up, man?
I'm always looking for Tarzan to help hold that vine out and save my life, but Tarzan's a fictional character. Anyways, if you watch Tarzan movies every Saturday like I did. Okay, so the 6th of this month is the anniversary of the bombing of Hiroshima. This is called Hiroshima Haiku. She gripped her basket whilst foraging for mushrooms. Then the plane flew by. This came out of Tumble Words this Saturday with Monica. The problem with being the truth. The problem with being the truth is lies can be more interesting. Lies like to lie down and stretch out, thus stretching the truth. But like the Stretch Armstrong toy, a man made of rubber with arms and legs that were stretchable and twistable until the arms and legs could no longer be stretched and twisted or broke off. The lie must eventually get up from its chaise lounge, lest the summer sun burn its skin unrecognizable. Of course, the truth isn't infallible to a lie that tries to discredit the truth and succeeds, but eventually can't be true to itself. Of course, the truth will then move on to parts unknown, and those who believed in the lie find themselves searching for a truth that is nowhere to be found. This next poem is published in a British online journal called Spilling Cocoa Over Martin Amis, and it's being nominated for a Best of the Net. It's called The Queen's Secret Siberian Sisters. Queen Elizabeth of England was recently sold for $75. She was dressed in a conservatively tasteful Savile Row hand-tailor off-white dress, accented by a blue sash, her signature heirloom pearls, and a jeweled crown. I wonder if whoever bought her placed her in the center of a mantle to the left of a set of unnested Russian nesting dolls lined up from small to large at the end of the mantle, and to the right of Aunt Gladys's Pride and Joy collection of ceramic roosters no one wanted, but now is a point of pride in the owner's home. In the middle of the night, when the tchotchkes come to life a la Night at the Museum, the nesting dolls try to teach Liz how to dance. They humor her every night when she can't get it quite right. Liz doesn't mind when her babushka instructors ask to try on her pearls or crown because they treat her like a normal person, not an overprivileged royal. When they invade the vodka in the liquor cabinet, the sturdy Siberian women are surprised a queen can drink them under the table. Liz's new claim to fame is that she has trained all the roosters to perform tricks as if they were her corgis. The Russian gals tease Liz that one day they'll make soup from the roosters, but then they say, "We never eat because we are hollow weevil-shaped balsa wood street souvenirs, and you are a Barbie doll." And then this, because it's so hot outside, it's called "Don't Get a Big Head Just Because Marilyn Sang a Song About You." We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The temperature is rising, it isn't surprising. Dear heat wave, is life fun for you? I wonder if weather patterns have social lives. I mean, would you date a hailstorm or blizzard or vice versa? Are you a bad boy in the weather world? I mean, the high electric bills, rolling blackouts, and Walmarts that sell out of AC units and electric fans. Would you bring a tornado or tsunami to Thanksgiving just to piss off your family? Makes the mercury jump to 93. Oh, 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 we're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. On days when you are present, hotels raise rates at least $50 to $100. Do you get a kickback? Do you see a shrink? Where do you reside when you disappear from the atmosphere? Scientists blame human activities for your continued persistence and increasing intensity. Are you anti-electric cars and windmills? I understand you are heavily invested in fossil fuels and multinational electricity providers. Guadalupe, 97. Santo Domingo, 99. Martinique, 105. We're having a heat wave, a tropical heat wave. The temperature is rising. It isn't surprising. In the end, you just cause trouble and create hot sidewalks and heat exhaustion. Your most prevalent quality is that you are exhausted. You must thank God every day for the existence of the 1954 musical There's No Business Like Show Business and Marilyn Monroe. Gracias, everyone.
Gracias. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Henna.
Oh, and
What's up?
let me make a couple announcements first. I'll put it in the chat. I have to look at the thing to get the right dates for you. So on my next Cafe Journalissimo is going to be Monday, August 14th. I am doing a 10-minute feature for Great Weather for Media on Wednesday, September 7th. And I will be at the New York Poetry Festival on September 10th and 11th. On the Saturday, the 10th, I'll be at the Red or Green Books. And then on Sunday, it'll be for Q's Blues World, which is run by Kimlin Tambapi. And thank you very much, everyone. I'll just put everything in the chat.
Yeah, right on, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing. I will go ahead and copy and paste that as well. Thank you, Generalissimo Bryan Franco. Check out his book as well. And as always, I'm a huge fan of your work, and the way you get your title game. Your title game is always just so sharp and biting. And it's like Lauren O'Donovan said about you on your book cover. You're always artfully walking that line between humor and humanity, that tightrope between humor and humanity. And I thought that was well said. All right. Thank you so much for joining us as always. Let's go ahead. Yes, there's all the links right there. Perfect. I will deliberately copy and paste that right now. We're going to go and keep going, guys. We're going to stick around the East Coast. And we're going to go to New Jersey and see what's up with Terri Rose Jertson, who also has a book out. Yes. And so, of course.
Oh, my God. It's a fucking amazing book. Excuse me.
Yes. Oh, look at that. Terri Rose, what's up?
My book is up. It's called The Chameleon Chronicles. And if you guys are interested, or if anyone else is interested, you can hit me up on Instagram under iFunnies Mom. That's IFUNNIEZ Mom. Or you can find me under my name at Teresa Rose Jertson on Facebook. And I have Cash App and I have PayPal, and I'm trying to make it easy for anybody that's interested in purchasing the book. So my poem tonight is, I wrote it. It's new shit. I just wrote it today in Amanda. Her workshop, Amanda Villa. I'm not going to say her last name right. Villanueva, I think. And so this is one of the poems. It's called My Rock. In my darkest moments, I know I can call on you, my rock. You do not ask for anything back from me. You stay steady and true. You represent strength, hardened by the elements, by the winds and salty sea air. I would come to tell you all my problems, lay them at your feet, and you quietly listen and support. It's sad that people can't be more like you, but a stone for a broken heart, imperfect, is the part of human, imperfection is part of the human condition. When there's always a hidden agenda, what do you want in return for your favor? My rock asks for nothing and is eternal, eternally waiting for me. So There's that one, and then there's this one. This is the prompt, difference between blessing and luck. I always said I did not believe in luck, and I still say it, even though you may hear me say the words, if seemingly appropriate to the occasion. Being blessed is when good things continue to come your way in sometimes the most dire circumstances. You need to meet my husband to understand what I mean. No negativity affects him. He smiles most of the time. He keeps life simple, even when his wife is having a fit. He is my even keel in the stormy sea. He can find his way out because he is blessed. And there is a blessing on him by the hand of God. To say this is just luck. I'm messing this up so bad. I'm sorry. To say this is just being lucky would denounce that blessing. And that is something I never want to do. Luck is a coincidence. His blessing is his destiny. And I don't know if I want to do one more. I did have. Those were my two favorite ones that I wrote. I wrote other ones, but they're not my favorites. I have. Here, this is a good one. I like this one. The final last straw. Lies, your twisted version of the truth. There's a foul wind emanating from the blowhole below your nose. And it knows each and every repetition of falsehoods ignites my anger. I feel my eyes bulge in response. My tongue swells. Forehead throbs with foreknowledge. I'm sorry. I'm not even drunk. I'm on a sugar high right now, and it's kind of messing up my brain. I'll blame it on that ice cream that I just. Sorry. I feel my eyes bulge in response. My tongue swells. Forehead throbs with the foreknowledge of forked tonguedness. That was hard to say. I'm sorry. Instincts tell me to run. You running your version of the tall tale, changing each time the memory fails. I warn you, you are not good at this. Caught like a fly in the trap you consistently set for yourself. Man, that was a tongue twister. I'm sorry. Woo, I'm done. I can't.
Oh, this is so funny. It's just so ice cream wasted.
I'm telling you, it must be it because it's the only thing I ate. So I have to say that's why it is. One of those little of ice cream. It was just too much.
That's funny though. Thank you for sharing new pieces. That's always cool. Thank you, Terri.
Thank you.
And of course, Community Chronicles. How can they hit you up if people want to grab a copy?
Yes, I'll put that in the chat. I have actually on the 22nd, I have a feature coming up on Moist Mondays, which is an erotica with Prada erotica. And what else? Oh, there's other things I can't remember, but it's because of the ice cream, but I'll put it in the chat.
Oh man, I want to go in a little bit of When Harry Met Sally. I'll have what she's having. Could use a little bit of that. Thank you. Yes, so definitely drop that in the chat, and I'll make sure to share it over. Definitely want to give a shout out to Andres right now. Live chat. Always great to see you here, my friend. All right, let's go ahead and keep it going. We're gonna go to South Euclid, Ohio now, and drop in with poet Maester Doc. I would throw the theme song on there as well, but I feel the copyright strike would happen. What's up, Doc? Sorry, it's so hard not to say it every time. What's up, Doc?
The ceiling.
There you go. Good to have you.
Good to be here. Or there. This is titled Duende, which is the meaning of which is a quality of passion and inspiration. Time drifts, changes, becomes something different. My heart pours out as water flowing through a clepsydra. I seek what may have been amid swevens of what yet may yet be. I have stravaged shores and strands of infinity, waited an eternity, forever starting over, for you to hear my song. It is a song lost in the deeper sense and sentient fragrance of your memory. Duende of eternal silence expressed in emotion amid clouds of longing. For a life without love is but half a life. This is titled Mimesis and Descant. The face in the mirror whispers of time and life, of love and the multiverse. It asks, which of us is real? Is anything real? Is all but momentary portals, portals of what ifs, speculations of the unknown and the unknowable, visions of what was, visions of what could or may have been, visions of before today, visions of what is yearned for, visions of what may yet be, visions of beyond tomorrow, all drawn from drawers of memory and placed in the timescape of forever in infinite variations on a theme. And life eludes us in moments of living through not understanding how to live. And our life becomes a mimesis of life. Our lives become a mimesis of life as we seek that which seeks us. A descant of memory, reflected and echoed into the forever, beyond forever. And I will finish with something I wrote after being at a community market this past Thursday. Community market, also moments of summer. Moments of summer seen in flowers, trees, and plants, in dapples of sun and shadow, expressed in lively conversation of vendors and customers, and squeals of children at our community market, felt in warmth and humidity of air as it provokes perspiration, tasted in beverages and foods of the season, iced teas and lemonades, melons, berries, and such, smelled in scents of blooms, aroma of new mown grass, and flavors of grilling smoke, heard in voices of birds and whir of insect wings, experienced in bone-deep rumble from the thunder of distant lightning. Moments of life. Thank you.
Man, thank you. Do you have any events that you'd like to promote really quick?
None right at the moment. Thank you.
Right on. Well, as always, appreciated the span and scope of your pieces. I now I see why you hang out in space. You know, you gotta have a better view of everything from a wider expansion. Doc Janning, everyone, appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right, cool. Yeah, check them out. South Euclid, Ohio. If you're ever in the area, go say hi to a poet laureate. Let's see. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. Let's see. We got a little list going on, and it's been really hot. It's been referenced already a couple times. I went to go grab some coconut water. That stuff is refreshing. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and bring it back to El Paso. That is our hometown of barbed wire. And our next performer is a mainstay here, has been here at every single one of these, hence the nickname Mr. Monday Night. Not only does he hold it down as a performer, but every now and then as a host as well. It's always great having him here and seeing the work he is doing, and also with Tumble Words. Let's go ahead and give the stage to Mr. Kit Wren. What's up, Kit?
What's up, Richie? What's up, everybody? I'm going to do two of mine and then the cover poem. Well, some things with the cover poem that we'll get to when we get to them. So, it is morning and there is not another person in sight in the hiking trail just behind the library. There's still plenty of evidence of other people, like the signs that say in stilted, courteous language, snakes are part of the wilderness. Thanks. So apparently our beer bottles, Rolling Rock green, dispersed but not exactly hidden. So is a baseball field, florided yellow in the sun. Do the snakes play baseball? Must a 10th volunteer to stiffen and become the bat? Is he well-liked or is he resented for scheming to make himself indispensable? Do captains pick or do the teams align by species? I would hate to think that snakes are capable of the lies like ethnicity that we tell, that we let tell us where to put parks and where to put refineries. The wild is beginning to ape what it likes in us, and there's no telling how that will go. 2 javelinas were recently seen in an ATV, playing Molly Hatchet on a first-gen iPod. But the only witness was a poet, wholly unreliable, subject to seeing only what he thinks someone else might see. And this one's an oldie but a goodie. I have a confession disguised as a question. Has the desert spoiled all other outdoor settings for you, too? Do forests seem to you a claustrophobic compromise between the indoors and the outdoors, unsatisfying as most compromises are? How can this actually be outside if I can't see the entire sky? Does the ocean seem showy and excessive, gaudy like plastic jewelry on an otherwise fine hand? To have all that undrinkable water feels like someone made a mistake, but didn't care enough to correct it. We are a dry land, but what we find is potable. Did the hill country underwhelm you too? Were you tempted to laugh at all the hill people who went around instead of over and through? They would think us mad, but I'll never make the mistake of caring what they think again. Does every green field, no matter how wild, take on the manicured unreality of a golf course? I am tired, friend, of this world of driving ranges. You and I will spread our blanket in the sand trap and throw back every Titleist that blunders in. And cover poem. This Wednesday is a particularly dark anniversary in the history of our town. It's not get easier, but we have arts to arm us and protect us. And so I am going to read 23 Reasons Why Mexicanos Can Still Be Found in a Walmart by Alessandra Narvaez Varela. Content warning. I'm not going to be having a good time either. After Juan Felipe Herrera's 187 Reasons Why Mexicanos Can't Cross the Border. Con amor para los 23 del 3 de agosto del 2019. With love for the 23 of August 3rd, 2019. Because we still travel for a Walmart weekend in Gringolandia, because we will still buy Bic pens in bulk so they last our children until they're 21, because we'll still recognize that 7-Eleven gas lasts longer than Pemex, because we will still smile when the dog sniffs our bags, troca or traseros, because we will still sweat into our shoes, jeans, eyes to climb the bridge and say American, because we will still pack Sabritas, Bonifant, and Bedpan in our cars to wait in line for hours to show our green card, because we will still cross the Juarez to get tacos, tortas, and steaks for the best taste and price, because we will still lick our fingers before grabbing the wheel to drive back to El Paso, because we will still have a love-hate relationship with I-10, the kilometers turning into miles, because we will still whisper paciencia when Chuco people signal right, but don't, in fact, exit on Hawkins to get to Walmart, because we will still fundraise for our daughter's football team under this sun, because we will still think maldita sea when we see the Equate brand of gain is out, because we will still scoff at the price of avocados and think, esto no puede ser aguacateas, because we will still think we're beating the orange man by knowing where to buy what, because we are beating him. We're La Frontera, the border. No one looks or does it like us. Because we will still say thank you and gracias, or thank you, gracias, to the cashier, because we will still be as warm as August, the warmest turned coldest month. Because we will still give our backs to bullets so our children and spouses don't die, because we will still feel 23 lives in our next cuero enchinado, but stay free, no prison or suicide watch, because we will still leave our screen, wood, and metal doors open to anyone. Because we will still walk while brown in a Walmart or Target, Sam's, or Ross, and walk tall, because why not? Because heart, because God, because mighty Mexican supernator, because human, because Adolfo Cerros Hernandez and Sarah Esther Regalado Moriel, Alexander Gerhard Hoffman, Andre Anchondo, and Jordan Anchondo, Angie Englesby, Arturo Benavides, David Johnson, Elsa Mendoza de la Mora, Gloria Irma Marquez, Ivan Filiberto Manzano, Javier Ramir Rodriguez, Jorge Calvillo Garcia, Juan de Dios Velázquez Chávez, Leo Campos and Maribel Hernandez, Luis Alfonso Juarez, Margie Record, Maria Eugenia Legarreta Roth, Maria Flores and Raul Flores, Teresa Sanchez, Guillermo Garcia.
Just letting this one sit there for a little bit because of its weight. Thank you, Kit. And of course, as always, let us know about the sheet.
I get the right, that is the wrong one. What is it? Get the contrast wrong. Instagram Kit Ren Away, Twitter Kit Talk Sports, Ko-fi.com/Kit Ren, Facebook easy enough. If you want to drop something in the tip jar, PayPal, you can. Tumblewords this week, August 6th, will be hosted by Juba DeGrio once again. Sarah Addison, a local who's well known to most of us and always puts together very fun and interactive workshops. If you want to know more about the Tumblewords project in general, flash the email up again. cren1016@gmail. And that is all I have for you today, Rich. Gonna take myself off spotlight now.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yes. Thank you for sharing that. I went ahead and shared the link as well in the chat for you guys. Yeah, thank you, Ale, too, for writing that. I want to also share another link. A bunch of other of my writer friends had a band, literary band called Glasolalia and the Midnight Saints. And one of the names that you read out there at the end of the poem, Art Benavides, was a friend of David Romo. David Romo is a well-respected historian here in El Paso, fighting for a lot of the rights, neighborhood rights. He wrote a very great collection of history called Ringside Seat to the Revolution, about like the El Paso's kind of like being right next door to the Mexican Revolution. and it's pretty cool. It's a great book. My friend Adriana Lopez, who at one point helped me host BWOMS shows back in the day, and she's just a performer who personifies the Duende, as was mentioned earlier by Doc here. And Carlos Espinosa, who many of you know through Barrio Panther. He's the editor, creator of Barrio Panther. They have a song that they released in tribute to Art Benavides, one of the victims there. So I'm going to share that link. I wanted to transcribe it, but I didn't have a chance. So maybe next time I could have something like that ready just to read that, because it's a pretty touching piece and it's some pretty good music set to it anyway. I'll also share that to everyone on YouTube as well. Let's see. Cool. All right, so we're going to go and keep going, guys. Once again, welcome to the Stay at Home Open Mic. We're here every Monday. We're waiting on a couple of performers to still make it in, so hopefully they get to make it in by the time we get to them. But right now, we're going to stick around and I'm trying to figure out how to relay this one here. Hopefully from El Paso, might be in the middle of New Mexico if I don't try. So anyway, we've really missed this next performer. They've been integral to what we've been doing online, but also just in person as well when they get to read. So let's go ahead and welcome back to the space, Lee Martinez Soto. What's going on, Lee?
I did make it to El Paso, so.
Oh, right on.
Thanks to Kip, he sent me the information, what's it called, like the prompts for his workshop on Tumbleworks a while ago, and I managed to finally write something for it. So I have 3 new poems, and I'll just go ahead. This is called When the World Ends. There will be no thoughts assailing the waking hours in my head, no anxieties reverberating on the walls of my insecurities, no sadness left to be felt in the hollow of my chest. When the world ends, the guilt and shame dissolve into unseen implosions, worlds of all unanswered doubts, unspoken apologies corroding into nothing. When the world ends and I am no more, peace will finally settle into these old and creaking bones. Then this one is Ars Poetica. Use your words to add a little flourish to your anxiety, depression, OCD, and the array of lesser demons that haunt your days. Turn your nights into the only blissful solace at the arms of sleep. Use your words to make the vilest bits and pieces of you smell like flowers, attract the pollinators with their fluttering wings, and buzzy grabbing, groping, stomping so you can spread your misery. Use your words to make your reflection appear more bearable, to make a life you deem slightly better, to play tricks with light, illusions to make the audience smile and clap for you, the you pretend to be, lest they find you, the real you, speechless, worthless. Use your words because you have nothing else to give, because without the wistful agonies of your voice taken form, you are left with you and only you, the vile and hideous you. And finally, the things you left behind. I'll write the longest sigh spread across 2 years, starting from the moment of your departure and unending. The hand is too tired, this ink has run dry, and the paper stares blankly at me with my fear and my exhaustion, my avoidance, rage, and denial. Of all the things to write about, raw subjects to exploit for validation, attention, I can put down your name on this page. Let the world connect the empty spaces between these words and my hesitation. This is for you, about you, because of you. You who rests eternal, picture perfect, frame over walls, perched on shelves and stuck in memories, now marred with the paper trail of mistakes you tried to hide away. For my benefit? For your benefit? These questions will go unanswered, no response left on your tongue made of ashes, and this hand will continue tapping, typing, inking away the doubt and anger. Escribiré el suspiro más largo distribuido en 2 años, justo a partir del momento de tu partida, e interminable hasta ahorita. Mi mano está demasiado cansada, la tinta se ha secado y el papel me mira en blanco, escudriñando mi miedo y cansancio, este estado de fuga, rabia y negación. De todas las cosas de las cuales pudiera escribir, temas crudos para explotar por validación, atención, ¿por qué este? No puedo escribir tu nombre sobre estas páginas. Deja que el mundo conecte los espacios vacíos entre estas palabras y mis dudas. Esto es para ti, acerca de ti, gracias a ti. Tú, en tu descanso eterno, con tu imagen perfecta, enmarcada sobre paredes, posado en los estantes y atrapado en los recuerdos, ahora estropeados, con el rastro de tus errores que te trataste de esconder. ¿Para mi beneficio? ¿Tu beneficio? Esas preguntas seguirán sin respuesta alguna, no queda ya ninguna, en tu lengua hecha cenizas. Y por lo pronto seguirá esta mano tecleando, escribiendo, intentando mi duda e ira. And that's it.
Oh, these poems. Oh, that's everything. Yes. Little break.
Woo.
Did well. You're spinning some fire. So Lee, glad you're back in the game. What's going on? So do you have it? I mean, I know you got your Instagram underneath. People want to follow any more work you have coming out. There it is.
You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. I don't have anything coming up. Depression has been kicking my ass, but we're getting out of it, hopefully.
Okay, right on, right on. Oh, the little sad ghost gets me every time. My heart, just a little bit. Oh. All right, let me breathe that one. Man, all right. Sometimes that's just what you gotta do. All right. Yeah, that's what running's about. You know, never mind. I'll wait till the after party. Wait till the after party. For those of you watching on YouTube and you're not familiar, once we're done with the show part and end the live stream, you know, we kind of keep this Zoom room open just so we can chat and catch up and talk and all that stuff. So that is also available to you guys if you're interested. All right, we're gonna keep going. We are going to welcome back someone that we haven't seen in a couple of weeks either, and it's always great to see them. We're gonna go to Pittsburgh and welcome back to the space, Vayl Larkin. What's up, Vayl? Hey.
Hi. How you doing?
Excellent, excellent. How about yourself? I like that, truthfully.
I'm disabled. I'm going to read a poem about disability today. And I have lost the use of my right hand for anything more than just shoving and pushing things. It's my dominant hand, and I can no longer handwrite. It's an adjustment. But first, I'm going to read a different piece. How We Live in the Wasteland. Inspired by Signal Park Trail, Arizona, and The Wasteland by T.S. Eliot. Weeds longing for water in the barren wilds. Like all of us reaching up, and out into the world, our focus, our power, the limitless ache of our souls. Here then is the paradox. Without aspiration, we are nothing. Without pragmatism, our dreams and lives are squandered on ephemera. We paint the tension between into our visions in colorful layers, running through them, as though our imaginings can carry us, as though we are dreaming. Mr. Kurtz, he was never really dead. We see through the lens of our hunger and believe what our wishes tell us, others' experiences translated into our language. We aspire as we respire by taking in life, casting off the dust of our consumption. We reach, therefore we stand, atop ideas exchanged and improved, or crushingly on our own blood. There are so many ways to reduce a human thing. Even permission can grip like a vice. Even love can corrupt. Even God strikes the heads of the children against the stones. Reaching and reaching, we find ourselves stretched and unfounded, foundering, lost in the wasteland. We have wandered the barrens and wished upon firmaments callous and cold. The desert freezes in the dark. Icarus, Icarus, come along home. But now we mix pantheons, and oh, how the chaos makes sport of our visions. And yet, the stone, dust, and desert of the storm god's great mysteries are intricate links in the lore of the sun. Reach to the lights over the mountain. Losing our footing by fall or foundation, we grasp only regret. Skylights calling as we strive to right ourselves. And I'm going to read a poem here that is a poem for a friend of mine who died about 6 years ago around this time of year. He was an opera singer, he was incredibly talented, and he had a cardiac condition that I knew about, and his family knew about, and his girlfriend knew about, and no one else knew about. And he died at 32, very suddenly to everyone who didn't know. Towers. Circling, circling, the vultures wind their way through rising heat. That softener of flesh, that bleacher of bones. When you left us, we had hoped to find you singing through streets, or sipping green teas in crowded cafes, or breathing anywhere. You were so full of music and grace, and your face would come alive while you said our names and set your hands upon our shoulders in delight. Now you are whirling away on great wings, carried to Ares to succor small angels, if that is what we will call your nascent pallbearers. And your songs are silence. Sorry, give me a second. I have to pull up this other one. Sorry. This is called Wishes for the Pre-Existing, and I'll close up with this one. I wish you to understand how it felt when my body, unbidden, unprompted, began to break down, and slowly, or suddenly, or both all at once, so many things that I loved were now just out of reach. I wish you to understand how it felt the first time I got into a wheelchair after trying and failing to walk for far too long. The air cooling and soothing my body and face, arms pumping, and I moved like something that moves and is alive, instead of something restricted to stumbling a few steps and then stopping to cry. I wish you to understand people think it's a curse, but to be in one. But from inside, it's a gift. I wish you to understand what it was like the first time someone treated me like I was a child, when I was an adult right before I got into the chair. I wish you to understand what it was like the first time I was ghosted, as soon as the word left my lips or the new photograph loaded. Watching that bright spark that flared for a moment between the two of us, snuffed in the vacuum of their vanishing. I wish you to understand what it is like to have someone tell you you're pathetic and lazy and greedy, because something happened to you and you weren't immortal or indestructible or anything that people who say that must be. I wish you knew what it was like to hear on the news that the government is happy that only people like you will die, when it's not even true. It's a lie. It's burgundy whitewash, death masked in the idea of lives that are useless, as though we are useless or alone in our withering. I wish you knew what it is like to wake each morning, breathe, eat, write, read, listen, and see. how you reel with ideas and information, like the soul of the galaxy pouring into your heart through your senses and mind, and how far you can run and how high you can climb from a chair. Reading faces, reading the world, creating. I wish you knew how it felt to hear people cry about their conveniences and hope you die faster. I wish you to understand that this is a choice, how you treat us. This isn't inevitable. No one is created unloved. I wish you to understand. Thank you.
Muting,
Woo!
clapping it up. Please feel free to show some love and emojis in the chat. Vayl, all the info's there. Linktree, I'll share it. Anything else that you'd like to share?
I'm trying to think. I think that's it for today, but thank you.
Okay, appreciate it. No, thank you. As always, incredibly heartfelt pieces. Damn, just need to take a moment after these. Why do I got a host? Hold on, turn off the camera. Just to take a moment to sit with these. I always insist, a good reading of poetry is like walking to an art gallery. You got to spend time with the pieces, take it all in and enjoy them in their own way. All the vivid colors and shapes. So anyway, I need to do that with that one. That one, the last one hit in the gut. Feel that pit emptiness. Okay. Maybe you're here with me. Hey, there's Doc in space. So when I ask what's up, you can say him. What's up, Doc? And he'll be like, I am in space. I'm like a satellite ready to explode. Wait, those are Queen lyrics. All right. That's my way of using humor to transition. All right. mumble transition. Let's go ahead and we are going to go from Pittsburgh to Washington, D.C. And I was just trying out my jokes as an opener for our next performer because he's always got jokes. He's got jokes. He's got rhymes. And lately he's had tunes. Let's go ahead and welcome Mr. Ed Poetastic to the mic.
Woo!
What's
Because
up?
you make me feel fantastic.
Excellent.
Thank you, my man. That's on the man. Woo! My name is Ed Potasco. I'm feeling fantastic. Please get a time to draw my rhyme pop with sublime. And another person that we need to say is happy birthday to Michael Sindler. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Michael Sindler. Happy birthday to you and many more. Woohoo! We love you. Mwah. All right. Okay, I got jokes and I got 3 poems. What do you call a tree on a diet? Paper. What are grasshoppers and fleas' favorite song? Jump, jump, jump around by the House of Pain. Why couldn't the T-Rex play sports? He had small arms and a big head with a roaring temper. Why was the fish panicking? It was water everywhere, but not a drop to spare. Why was the lion thrown in prison? Because he was lying. Why did the duck fire his therapist? He was a real quack and his opinions flew south really fast. And last but not least, why did the judge charge the alligator? He charged him with serious allegations. All right. Thank you for looking my jokes for you folks. I got 3 poems. My first poem is called Iron Hat. Come on, where's the facts? It's not on your aluminum hat. I don't hear anything from that cat. Wait, what's with that chaotic format? Okay, I won't do that. There's nothing wrong with the thermostat. No, the earth isn't fake or flat. No, I'm not a CIA agent, snitch, or rat. I thought we could hang out and chat. Yes, I watch out for your mystical mat. All right. Please don't snap. No, I'm not doing some MK Ultra crap. You hear sounds, tap, tap, tap. It's a TV. Have you lost it or snap? I keep telling you, no, you're not on the map. Yes, this isn't paint. I'm actually black. Yes, check my ID. Careful with that strap. It seems common sense you lack. Hey, don't smash my Mac. Man, you really have pace, but no snacks. Yes, my electronics and shoes are on the rack. No, I don't have a wire or being tracked. No. This is a sting or a trap. No, time moves forward. There's no gaps. I think you need a rest or a quick nap. Prepare for combat. Are you smoking crack? No, your cell phone and computers aren't hacked. I'm going. Hope your humanity is intact. For real, you don't need to worry. You're a huge paranoid brat. Thank you. All right, I got one more. This is called the Umbrella Persona. All right, Umbrella Persona, here you go. I got you covered from the numbing pains. I got you covered from the chilling rain. I got you covered for nails in the brain. I got you covered from the annoying migraines. I got you covered from the suffocating chains. I got you covered from the nightmare strains. I got you covered from the untimely trains. I got you covered from the gigantic veins. I got you covered from the lonely dinners of chow mein. I got you covered for the permanent messy stains. I got you covered from the painful tear stains. I got you covered from the crazy bird brains. I got you covered for the pale domains. I got you covered from the careless aims. I got you covered from the unjust blames. I got you covered from the muddy frames. I got you covered from the blazing flames. I got you covered from the mocking shame. I got you covered from the ridiculous names. I got you covered from the hurtful nicknames. I got you covered from the solo games. I got you covered from the boring ball games. I got you covered from the floods of lames. I got you covered from the forgettable surnames. I got you covered. Your life isn't down the drain, so please stay sane. Thank you. I got one more for an encore. This is called M quotes. Great moments in cinema. It has to be the memorable quotes. Always leave us on a higher note. May the force be with you. Hold on to what's true. There's no place like home. Try outside your dome. I'm the king of the world. Set sail across the spiral. Carpum diem, seize a day, boys. Make your lives extraordinary. Make your life more than ordinary. Elementary, my dear Watson. Think and collect in all situations. It's alive! It's alive! Get up and strive to survive. My mama always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Always be grateful and never forget. I'll be back. Come back for a little snack. We're gonna need a bigger boat. Don't want to die on a low note. Here's looking at you, kid. Be proud of what you did. My precious. Beware of obsessions. Houston, we have a problem. Don't put them off, but solve them. There's no crying in baseball. That's not true. Stand tall. E.T. phone home. Come back to your comfort honeycomb. You can't handle the truth. Take it so you can improve. A martini shaken, not stirred. All drink are tasty if you preferred. Life is a banquet. Most poor suckers are starving to death. Live life to your final breath. If you build it, he will come. Be true, love what you become. The stuff that dreams are made of is made from hard work and love. Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. Stay close, but don't lose your composure. I am your father. Don't question it. Don't bother. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Don't stop spinning and winning. Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth. Love life and fortune will give birth. You is kind. You is smart. You is important. Be you in even if you're a butterfly or an ant. What we've got here is a failure to communicate. Talk it out and no more hate. You talking to me? Don't be a prick, but stay at ease. Hasta la vista, baby. See you again, maybe. Thank you.
Yes, Ed, thank you so much, as always, for your infectious energy, man. Do you have anything on the docket for upcoming features, events, shows?
Well, I got two. I was on a podcast, and I'm going to share it in my on my forum. So if you want to follow me, please feel free. And please come to me and Phynne Belle's wonderful movie night. That's such a delight. It's next Wednesday around 8:45. That's when we watch movies of each and every kind. And it's free. So come, bring your cookies, your snacks, your fluffy slippers, anything to make you feel comfortable and enjoy. It's on your screen. Well, if you want to follow me, please feel free. My name is Eddy Foreman on Facebook, and my IG is Eddy Foreman 92. And remember, if the mic is right, I'll be there to share my personal insight. If you send me a question, you can take a guess. The answer is yes. Hope you ever stay humble, safe, and blessed, and never stop singing or spewing the wonderful words outside your chest, and never stop feeling and being your best.
Yo, man, you're going so fast. I'm trying to write all that down, man. How can I write it down if you're going so fast? I was just 0.5. Don't forget the fuzzy slippers. I gotta have the fuzzy slippers, man. You know what I'm saying? Eddy, yes, and I agree with Phynne. Shout out to Luis, by the way. Listen in. You do sound awesome. So great to have you and be part of this community, man.
Thank you, my brother, for another mother. Cheers.
Yeah. Salute. All right. So I'm rocking my BWOMS cap. I don't know why I changed caps in the middle of a set, but I felt like it. All right. So, all right. Shout out to Rodney. Okay. He's performed here before. He is a folk artist and finger amputee. He's performed here a couple times. You can actually catch some of his past performances on YouTube. He's out of Silver City, New Mexico, which is kind of close by to El Paso. He signed up, but I don't, if he makes it or not, we'll see. We're going to go ahead and continue. I just wanted to give him a shout out really quick because he's pretty awesome. All right, we're going to go to the Bay Area and visit Bay. Let's go ahead and welcome Phynne Belle back on the mic. As he says here, PFS is in session and Bottoms Up will be here in a week. So excited. Phynne Belle always doing some great projects that were involved with great projects. So what's up? What's up, Phynne?
Hey, how's it going? I'm glad I caught you guys. I thought I came a little bit too late, but I'm here.
Yes.
And I have two poems to share. And yes, next Sunday, please, if you guys can attend, it is Bottoms Up, the PFS Poetry Festival Singapore edition. I'm going to put all the information into the chat. That's our big deal. We want to make sure that it's truly global this time around. So yeah, I look forward to it very much. It's in cooperation with Let's Unmesh Life, Morocco Poets, and Singapore poets. All right, so my first one is a poem inspired by Helen Mort's Scale. I feel my weight, stones that gather water pull me down to the pool's bottom, my feet still not knowing how to grip to the sand, submit to how the sea life is a skilled mariner, possessive the knowledge of downward pull, leverage, hold fast to anchor me under. Can you place me upon the scale? I will myself to be steady heart, balancing my life to your satisfaction. Absentee gods, I know myself feather leaden, rolled in spice, tarred with the blood gathered from two red, two done lips. I am the wax sealing the incantation, crimson candle and borrowed promises. And just one more, I just have two short ones today. And so I think I did this one in Tumble Words this past weekend. So yeah. It was Monica Gomez excellent workshop. So this is called Where Truth Coats the Diaphragm, the Lips, the Ear. I would like you to take time in here, listen to these words, open up my lips before they disperse, 1,000 spores airborne, touching and tickling noses, inhaled deeply. I want you to know them as they are now before they become someone else's to digest, to regurgitate, a chemical reaction in the transformation of their worth, their meaning the moment they pass up the windpipe, gagging the throat to hasten release. On their way rising up, the truth becomes only what is revealed first, bold-faced captions, never what is unspoken, waiting politely its turn. The truth screams the loudest. It is never the quiet that is a burden kept in closed circles, passed around and passed around once more, made culpable, the weight, a yoke of opinion, forged in judgment so everyone's shoulders can gradually sag. The truth is delectable, courts scandal, lingers and hugs the mouth to fizz and spit. No one wants to listen to the unpopular version. No one wants the residual grit, the boredom, what gathers and waits at the bottom. The truth has escaped, catch it. Everyone volunteering, but no one caring to rise up. See what lines the edge of the metallic bone, move the fluff aside to crane their neck above the comfort of their perceptions. Assumption is the best weighted blanket. I heard a rumor. There is a damning photo floating around, a call that could have happened. Did I miss anything in the frantic retelling? Why do you look at me askance? Why? Was there more? I heard a rumor. They believed everything they imagined. They swore you promised, you led them behind you, knowing I am barely able to balance on this cliff. I too plunged to follow. I joined the adoring queue. I heard a rumor. They fell for you, you reciprocated in kind. I loved you, you stumbled. I stayed, I fought. You still ran, scared. The truth, now a curse, fades away with no one to tend it as it gushes back up. Thank you.
Oh, awesome. That talking about superpowers, huh? All right. And of course, please feel free to share the link tree, and that's where we can access a lot of the great information that you shared at the beginning of your set, right?
Indeed, indeed.
Right.
It's
awesome.
all there.
Well, I'm glad you
Thanks so
made
much.
it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you made it. All right. Thank you as always. Amazing Phynne Belle, everyone. If you know, you already know. If not, I'm going to share the link right now with you guys on YouTube so you can check that out. Shout out to everyone watching on YouTube. If you are an EPCC student and you need that QR code, just shoot me a message. You can also find me on Instagram at Dead Wall Reveries. I don't know. I guess I could put all my other stuff here, but I don't want you guys to find me everywhere. All right. So that's an easy place to get a hold of me, though. All right. Let's go ahead and keep it going, guys. We're going to bring it. And actually, yeah, that was West Coast, Bay Area. And we're going to stick around on the West Coast and visit Los Angeles really quick. And we're going to bring up Tezozomoc, who's got some poetry and music for us. What's going on, Tez?
Hey, Mr. Richie. Are you done with summer school?
I have one more week, so like I'm feeling already like tired, but yeah, one more week. Thanks.
Okay, can I share a screen?
You will be able to. Give me 10 seconds.
Sure.
All right, we're all good to go. Kit and I raced each other to that button.
All right, let me find the piece. All right, so since it's can you guys see the page? I can't see it because I'm sharing. So was that a yes? I get affirmative. Thank you.
Yes.
Since it's
yes.
Mike Sindler's birthday, I figured I'd do something appropriate to his birthiness. So I'm going to do this piece titled Non Qua, Too Hot, Too Hot. King Fook, Napalm Girl, Fan T, Kim Fook. I'll skip those epitaphs, but you guys can read. You may not recognize me now, but you almost certainly know who I am. My name is Kim Fook. Though You likely know me by another name. It is one I never asked for, a name I've spent a lifetime trying to escape, Napalm Girl. June 8th, 1972, the village of Trang Bang, Ko Dao Temple in the horizon, with the Republic of Vietnam Air Force pilots mistook villagers for the enemy. The bombing killed 2 of Kim Phuc's cousins and 2 other villagers. She received third-degree burns as she shed her burnt clothing. Born April 2nd, 1963 as Phan Thi Kim Phuc, 9 years old. South Vietnamese bomber flew over, splattering canisters of sticky balls of napalm across the road. Her mother struggled on the road with Kim Phuc's seriously burnt brother. A soldier stopped the mother and draped his rosary around the boy's neck. The brother died a few hours later. South Vietnamese napalm attack. Girl 9 survives napalm burns from unintended napalm attack. Is forgiveness an act of communication? Can we reject the righteousness of affirmative sovereignty? How is a 9-year-old to know that it was Dr. Julius Flesser, Harvard organic chemist, who created a cheap, stable, and sticky incendiary device back in 1942 that once ignited napalm, a firebomb fuel, has a gel-like consistency, allowing it to stick to targets and upon impact can burn 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit? How would a 9-year-old Vietnamese girl know that aluminum soap mixed with naphthic acid from crude oil and palmitic acid from coconut oil creates a brutally effective weapon? You've probably seen my picture 1,000 times. Yes, that picture, the image that made the world gasp. Some called it a turning point in the Vietnam War. A Pulitzer Prize winning photograph of me in 1972, aged 9, running along a puddled roadway in front of an expressionist soldier. I was photographed with arms outstretched, naked and shrieking in pain and fear, with the dark contour of a napalm billowing in the distance. In order to engage in forgiveness, the fault must be understood. How is a 9-year-old to perceive forgiveness at the service of finality, noble or spiritual, atonement or redemption, reconciliation, salvation that aims to reestablish a normality, social, national, political, psychological, by a work of mourning, by some therapy or ecology of memory? Then is Phuc's forgiveness not a pure nor the concept? Phuc's forgiveness should be distinguished from excuse, regret, or amnesty. Can Kim Phuc rightfully assume the power to forgive? In order for there to be forgiveness, there must be the reciprocation. If I am conscious that I forgive, then I not only recognize myself, but I thank myself. Or am I waiting for the other to thank me, which is already the reinscription of forgiveness into an economy of exchange, and hence the annihilation of forgiveness? Derrida. Did Phuc grant forgiveness on the condition that her perpetrators confess that they redeemed themselves, to transfigure their errors, to disassociate from order, to ask for forgiveness? Has this corrupted her original intent? Who is guilty and of what must be known? How does Phuc resolve the paradox of forgiveness? If there is something to forgive, it would have to be an unforgivable crime or harm. Is it possible for forgiveness to forgive only the unforgivable? Is it only possible by doing the impossible? How can Phuc make the impossible transgression inscribed on her body forgivable, in spite of the burn scars remaining? One is to say that signification of the napalm burns can be forgiven, but the physical substrate remains. The paradox of forgiveness, the secret of forgiveness, the powerlessness of forgiveness, the ubiquity and inalienability of violence, the belief of the act of apology and forgiveness is something that goes beyond such manipulations. The law of forgiveness is the operation of established rules and procedures, whereas justice is a response to a singularity that exceeds law. To forgive the unforgivable, the imprescriptible. Forgiveness can dominate the scene and become hollow, void, attenuated. There's always a strategic or political calculation in the generous gesture of one who offers reconciliation or amnesty. Forgiveness it should never amount to a therapy of reconciliation. What does Kim Phuc forgive? And whom? And what? It is something or someone. Does Kim forgive an act, an event, a person, the state, the nation? Eichmann's keeping the sorties on time, or the anonymous agents dropping the napalm? Does Kim Phuc have the right to forgive? Is it only victims who can access this right? Who becomes the absolute substitute, the guilty, the absolute witness, the victim, when there is nobody to ask for forgiveness of? During the South African Constitution and the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, a woman said, a commission or a government cannot forgive. Only I eventually could do it. And I'm not ready to forgive. Forgiveness is something beyond the law, as Kant has stated it. So who forgives? How can Kim Phuc confront the impossibility of forgiveness? Is Kim Phuc forgiveness to exceed comprehensibility? Is it something for which we can never fully account? Those bombs have caused me immeasurable pain over the course of my life. 45 years later, I am still receiving treatment for the burns that cover my arms, back, and neck. But even worse than the physical pain was the emotional, spiritual pain. For years, I bore the crippling weight of anger, bitterness, and resentment towards those who caused me my suffering. Yet as I look back over a spiritual journey that has spanned more than 3 decades, I realize the same bombs that caused so much pain and suffering also brought me to a place of great healing. Has Kim Phuc approached forgiveness without power, unconditional without the yoke of totalitarian sovereignty? Thus, forgiveness, if it is possible, if there is such a thing, is not possible. It does not exist as possible. It only exists by exempting itself from the law of possibility. Derrida. Nixon to aid H.R. Haldeman on June 12, 1972. Haldeman brought up the subject of the napalm thing. King's photo, taken months before, was fomenting the anti-war sentiment. I wonder if that was a fix. Nixon responded to Haldeman. Could have been, Haldeman said, because they got the picture of the girl without any clothes. It made a hell of a bounce out of that one, but it was North Viet. Haldeman stopped to correct himself. South Vietnamese bombing South Vietnamese by accident. They thought they were hitting the enemy, but they got their own refugees, apparently. Kim Phuc's experience of forgiveness is incommunicable. That was that ditty.
Just call it a ditty.
Something light for Mr. Sindler, since he's such an inspiration to so many of us.
So that's where, okay.
What was that?
I'm just still trying to, I don't know.
Trying to make the connection.
Yes.
Keep him guessing. Keep him guessing. All right. Do we have time
Speaking
for a
of
song?
keeping me
Richie?
guessing,
Yeah, man, go for it. Go for it.
All right. Oh, that was long. Taking away the moment and make up a fritter and waste the hours in an off way. Kicking around on a piece of ground in your hometown. Waiting for someone or something to show you the way. Tired of lying in the sunrise, staying home to watch the rain. You are whole, young, and life is long, and there is time to kill today. And then one day you find 10 years have got behind you. No one told you to run. You missed the starting gun. And you run to catch up with the sun, but it's sinking. Racing around to come up behind you again. The sun is the same in a relative way, but you're older, shorter of breath, and one day closer to death. Every year a scribble line, hanging in a quiet desperation, is the English way. The time is gone, the song is over, brought I something more to say. Home again. I like to be here when I can. When I come home cold and tired, it's good to warm my bones beside the fire. Far away across the field, tolling on the iron bell, calls the faithful to their knees to hear the softly spoken magic spell. Wow.
Pink Floyd's greatest hits.
Man, wish you were here, Richie.
Damn it. All right, cool.
Just a goddamn minute.
All right, man. So for the viewers online who are checking it out, they can see you, find you online, Facebook, right? Gashes 2019, as well as Instagram.
Yeah, that's Instagram, and then Pandemic Poets on Facebook, and then Gashes 2019 also on Facebook.
There you go,
Happy
Panda.
birthday, Michael Sindler. You're an inspiration to many of us. So don't
Thank you very much. You're too kind.
Yeah, absolutely. I would add to that. And I didn't even say this earlier when I was introducing you, but as much as you, and I've said this before though, as much as you plug the Lighthouse Writers, you're our very own lighthouse of a writer, you know. And when you do miss, the list is always a little darker. It's true. Type flames in the chat if you agree. All right. Yeah, happy birthday, Mike. Okay. So Dan, as always, needs to close it up. So I want to share a cover poem. Unless Dan, do you want to go first?
You go for the covers.
I'm just doing one. So are you ready though to go?
Almost. I'm trying to get the part 1 and part 2. Hold on.
What? Okay, so I'm gonna share one cover poem, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna call Dan up to the mic. Just because I feel like it. Let me see. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It's August. I can't believe it. Damn, and August is going to be really, really busy. Obviously, every Monday we're going to be doing events, but if you're in the El Paso region, we do have, as always, one in-person open mic per week, starting tomorrow at Mona Bar. Dan, I'm going to mute you. Okay. All right, cool. In addition to that, we will be celebrating Donna Snyder's book release as well this month. And there's going to be a special event as well for Celia Aguilar and the release of her collection of poems. So I'll probably be posting about all that stuff online So you guys, if you're in there, you can check it out. I'll look into live streaming some of it maybe, since I know a lot of you guys maybe want to check in on Donna's thing and can't make it. I'll see if there's something I might be able to do. It's a lot of planning, so I hope we can get it right. Otherwise, though, this is a poem called Reach by Guante, a poet that I read a lot of just because I like his style and I just want to practice saying out loud his pieces for the rhythm, the musicality, all that. So this is called Reach. On the first day of school, we make a list of the characteristics of a good poet. But this is not a poem about poetry, so all of the desks are empty. iPod earbuds dangling like dead flowers. I am alone at the chalkboard, and there is only one bullet point on that list. Not talent, not hard work, not education, ambition. 2, we are speedometers, usually cruising along at 20 miles per hour. A surprise birthday party bumps you up to 30. A car accident, maybe 40. Being shot at, 200. Most of us live our lives between 0 and 60. What do you think 1,000 tastes like? 3, my grandfather hates it when people use the word awesome to describe things that are barely above average. Like, dude, that new episode of Glee was awesome. Or this new Drake song is awesome. Or Honeycrisp apples are the most awesome apples there are. God is awesome. My grandfather would say, and he is not or has ever been religious. 4, make no mistake, this is a holy war. Beams shot from death rays in the satellites and back down. Propaganda lining our cages. 6 billion fingers on the button. 5, I paid $5. 15 empty bar stools, a singer knee deep in the stage, and if she were just a little more pretty and a little less beautiful, we'd swallow her. Smiling, we'd hang her in constellation, confuse us with gibberish, and we'll call you visionary. Repeat to us the slogans we already agree with, and we'll call you revolutionary. Do me a favor, make some noise. She understands that it is no difficult thing to convince 100 people to scream, that it is no victory to entertain children with sugar water and magic tricks, that it is nothing to pry a smile from the soft, dull face of America. But she does not want our smiles. She wants to dig into the wet, gray wilderness behind them. 6, an artist. And we are all artists, is one part clown and one part cleric. Our work is one part entertainment and one part revelation. We are all foot soldiers in the war between giving the people what they want and giving people something they don't know yet know they want. Between Facebook and Face, between voting once every 4 years and putting your name on the ballot, between writing a love poem and screaming that love poem in the Mall of America rotunda while she's walking out of a Forever 21. Between running away and running, there is no such thing as awesome. It stalks in the deep, seldom traveled backwoods of culture. You might need a machete to flak jacket to get you there. You might need to break a sweat, but it's there. So don't paint my house white and tell me it's heaven. Don't bring me a sack of beans and tell me they're magic. Bring me magic. Paint every inch of our bodies heaven. On the first day of school, do not make a list of the characteristics of a good poet. Make a list of the people you'll weep when you die. 7, we are speedometers. We are remote controls. We are dollars in tip jars and dive bars. We've seen what they have to offer. It's great. It's beautiful. And it's not nearly enough. It's the end of the piece. Let me see if I can find the link so I can link it up with you guys. All right, cool. Yeah, that's Guante. I always love to read some of the pieces. All right, next up, we've got poetry from the 915. That's right, coming live from 915. We have Dan. No, Dan, you're the last person, man. It's you. You're ready.
I'm trying to get to the part one prologue and the part two epilogue for this coming 3-year anniversary of the tragedy, but I think it's taken too darn long. I don't know what. I apologize for that. So hold on. Hold on. Let me see if I still have it on my backup file, just in case.
So when you say trying to find, like, what do you mean? Like the
Yeah,
thing?
I posted it on Facebook, and it turns out it's not showing it, and it's taking too damn long, and it's slowing me down.
It sure is. It sure is. Okay, man. Well, you got part one already, right?
No, it's on Facebook, and no, it's on Facebook because I posted that.
Okay. Well, oh, Dan, you haven't done this in a while, man. You got to be ready.
Okay. I'll tell you what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What are you doing tonight? But I'll tell you what. Why don't we go ahead and, since it's already August, why don't we go ahead? Okay. Hang on. Why don't we go ahead and do the August edition of John Updike's A Child Calendar in the month of August. All right. Hold on a minute. Okay, sorry I had to censor that one. That's because a kid is I guess you already know where that's going. Okay. All right, hold on.
Wait, that's not your credit card, is it?
No, that's
oh, okay. I was like, don't show your numbers, Dan.
Sorry. All right. August, the sprinkler twirls, the summer winds, the pavement wears popsicle stains. Oh, okay, the summer wanes. All right. The playground grass is worn to dust. The weary swings creak with rust. The trees are bored with being green. Some people leave the local scene and go to the seaside bungalows and take off nearly all their clothes. I guess I had to cover that one because the kid is. I guess you already know where that's going, and I had to censor that because if that exposes on YouTube, we get yanked. So just a safety precaution, if you know what I mean. So yeah, here it is, the month of August. Yeah, here it is. Child's Calendar by John Updike. Click. All right, just okay, let me see here. You gotta be kidding me, come on. No, just hold on. Okay, try to go to archives like last year or a year ago. Okay. Okay, date.
Okay, can I read one while you find it? Look for it.
Go ahead.
Okay, because we're still on YouTube, and I don't know. I just don't want people to like tune in, and it's just like Dan going through his computer. So, I don't know if I've performed this one too often. But let's see. It's called Cosmic Love Brew. It's actually like the first poem I ever recorded in like a legit recording studio with two of my musician buddies, Christopher Serrano on drums and Daniel Rivera on saxophone. It's a fun little jam. Yeah, Cosmic Love Brew. A new kind of nostalgia is born from that lingering euphoria you swim in when meeting someone like you. It's having the sense to know that in love and lust, I must be a little rusty. See, I'd forgotten about that gift of agony that's bound up in romance, naturally the kind that slowly unwinds minds like playing chess with landmines. I admit it, my emotional entanglement began through the enchantment of ocular arsenry. When your words burned as bright as supernova soliloquies, when you told me you loved the sound as it rolled off your tongue. Poetry. A new kind of nostalgia is born when you dwell on that spell of possibility, and quite possibly pronouns are profound when I and I are pronounced as we. Because who we be is free. See, I've been meaning to tell you that I like my coffee like I like my women. Strong, which is never how I like to start off any sentence. But I've come to understand that the sentence can be a lonely place, just like this is. It's the kind of thing that leads us to say a lot of stupid, misguided things, but the heart, it sings. And then you told me you love the way I express myself. Very poetic. The very incantations, the sensations, the palpitations, to permeate the bone and find a new home in these vocal vibrations. Makes me sing all day, all night, I dream of you. See, I've got the kung fu hustle and the butterfly breeze as a symptom of that thing that makes us weak in the knees like proof rock. I'm paralyzed, purely dumbstruck, and just my luck, I'm lost in your eyes. See, my cosmically concussed consciousness occurs in the plight of pithy percussions, the repercussions of deflected discussions reap rot, so simply sought to be wrought these simple words. Use caution. Because to love is to be vulnerable. And damn it, we need to be vulnerable. But that's not to say we would not, with winged words, fly straight into the sun a million times to give it a kiss. Like fire, like ice, when it's nice, like this before our complete and utter destruction from the reality of a 10,000 degree PDA. What can I say? Because I would. You see, I'm primitive, like human language, wandering aimlessly to be famously torn asunder in both chaotic bliss and cosmic wonder. It's no wonder that makes the shortest distance between us a glance and a smile. See, I dig your style, but I'm loving your intelligence. In a sense, I'm intense when I flirt with fate. I'll orchestrate straight up sense into meandering mumbles that fumble and spread out like broken love songs built across the Milky Way. Nothing to cry over. Your eyes will be the coffee that keeps me up at night, all right? And I'm restless in the senses in which I dream about the nights which we can someday stay up late and percolate as we speculate on new stories for the stars, as we slowly learn to call them ours. And if we may become full after dining on poetry like fine wine, you can rest your head on my chest and hear my theme music. I want to know what makes you tick. Tock, tick, tock. And so I spoke with the hope of a dope with smoke and mirrors, to leave the rest left to ever, and to the terror when I attempt to recreate the thunder in your glance, just by chance be a part of the spark that ignites your smile. But most of all, I want to unravel that universe in your unique verse. It's what you do. You inspire, light fire in my Promethean heart. A new kind of nostalgia is born when meeting someone like you. All right. That's my filler poem, Cosmic Love Brew. Cheesy. That's why I don't read that one that much. All right, Dan, you ready?
Almost.
I feel like I perform the most when I'm stalling for Dan. All right, here's another one. This one's called Downtown Bebop. Give me downtown bebop. Jazz, nachos from the tap, and something to write with. That's all I'll need to make it through the night. Until then, I'll write and I'll write and I'll write and I'll write and I'll how as the band summons the ghost of Charlie Parker so we can learn how to fly without wings and get hooked on speed. We don't need the high life, but this one is the only one we've ever known. To the roll of snare drum, bump of the bass, and roll of the hi-hat. to the boom bap, jazz at the tap, just like that. Drinks with friends, jukebox love songs, swing lovers in a flood of sound, last calls, moments shared. Give me bebop jazz, not just from the tap, for life, liberty, and the pursuit of meaningfulness. I had a friend who would always end his poems by going ha cha cha, even if they were serious poems. Ha cha cha. Kind of silly, right? All right. Dan. I need to bring the looper back. It's been a while since I've had the looper. I leave it in my vehicle. All right, Dan, you ready?
Let me.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Summer when the summer stalls, the dream of man and women, from the childbirth bleeding lust to angry.
Yo, hold on, wait. I gotta introduce you again, man. Hold on. It's like on me.
Not yet.
Oh. Wait, what? What do you mean?
I'm trying to read this one. It's almost there. I'm almost there. Oh, come on.
Oh my god. All right. Well, I should just end the show.
No.
What are you doing? What'd you do all show, Dan?
I'm trying to get to my poetry, the one for honoring the.
I know.
I'm trying to dedicate this to the tragedy almost 3 years ago, and then I don't know
Uh-huh.
why the computer's still slowing down.
Computers, man. All right. Well, I'm gonna mute you because you were reading, and I'm like, oh, he's ready. Oh no, he's just reading out loud to himself. All right. This one's called In the Air. Can you feel it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it? These soft, syrupy syllables of sweet and sonic, tonic, saxophonic, and savory strings dipped in melodic prose. This is midnight music, a little something to dance to. Behold, this tapestry of creation and destruction. It is the folding and unfolding of the cosmos in the breath of a moment. These are songs to hold in the tip of your tongue, as if sung from celestial vagabond bloomings of bent around the street corner or nowhere else but tomorrow. Don't ingest the smoke. There's so much more in the air, like music. See, we're running on empty and the moon is near full. We got the whole night ahead of us and just enough fuel as origami dreams of the heart take flight. Having never before believed so much in the potential of a horizon. Carve your name in the sidewalks, etch your essence into the secret passageways of underground cities. Look for those hidden corridors that keep and hold secret blues of desolation, solemn, happy, and otherworldly glow of existence. We're all students to the sounds of a Monday night or any other. Everything else is embellishment. Mystified by the music, we succumb to the late night mellow beats of infinite theoretical musings. These are songs to hold on the tip of your tongue, bent around a street corner, nowhere else but tomorrow. All right, I'm done stalling. Dan. Yeah. All right. So this is the awkward part where we're waiting for Dan. What's up, YouTube? If you guys are tuning in, thank you guys so much. If you're still here, like, yo, for real, like, I'm first of all, I'd be really impressed. I'd be really, really impressed, you know. But if you're still here, what's up? Glad to have you here.
Loading.
And yeah,
Hold on.
we have a whole archive of past episodes where you can catch all of these lovely peeps who performed tonight, plus many, many, many more. And it is easily accessible thanks to the work of Kit Wren, who has gone and time-stamped all the performances, and that just makes it so much easier. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring in the closer of the night. Let's see who's still here with us. Yeah, Andres, dude, teacher waiting skills. I know. It's that cliche phrase, right? Where you're standing in front of the classroom and you'd be like, I can wait.
Here it is.
Wait. Dan, did I call you? Did Raise your hand. You want to be called up to the class? Okay, sorry. I'm teacher mode. All right.
Oh.
Okay. Ladies and gents, beautiful enemies, let's go ahead and welcome our closing performer of the night. You guys, if you know, you know. If not, here you go. It is Dan, the man. Go ahead and take it away, my friend.
All right, thanks a lot, Richie. I do apologize for the delay. So, okay, you guys already saw the Child's Calendar by John Updike, month of August. Yeah. Well, this coming Wednesday will be 3 years since the tragedy. As you know, 2 years ago, I've written part 1 and part 2 of the August 3rd, 2019. This is part 1, epic log. Okay, hold on. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Almost a year, the anniversary near. Thought it was an ordinary day, but it turns out to be a tragic day. The day was the city in fear. But a couple. Shoot. Anyway, hold on. But a couple of months. We thought it was originally. We thought it was 22 down, 22 down. We lost 22. Well, it was originally 22, but a couple of months later, it was confirmed 23. Now it's 23 down. We've lost 23 of our own. We lost 23 people. Thought I have never met those people, but they were El Paso's people. They were our neighbors. They were our people. They were El Paso zone. It was the day we never saw this coming. All of a sudden, we will never forget this fateful day. I once said that about Orlando, about Las Vegas, about Columbine, about among other cities. That's how they didn't see that coming. We'd never forgotten those fateful days. Those days forever shaped the nation in mysterious ways as sorrows, condolences, mourns, and grief phase. Don't call my city a town without pity. Trust me, it's not pretty. We just mourned our city, 23 lives lost in our city. I'd rather not yet listen to Glenn Fry's You Belong to the City. How come, how long, how wrong? We listen to a sad song. We can't be wrong, but we gotta be strong, stay strong, always El Paso strong. To be continued. Yeah. Okay. And then we come into a year later after, and some of these years belong, well, because I know 3 years has already been kind of long. And I know there was not long before COVID-19 came along that we've lost someone we know, or some. Okay. Here it is, August 3rd, 2019, part 2, epic log. It's now a year. The anniversary is not near. It's here today. It is an ordinary day, but 1 year ago today, we will never forget this unspeakable day, a tragic day. A day was a city in fear. We lost 23 of our own, 23 people. Like I said, I never met those people, but they were El Paso's people. They were our neighbors. They were our people. Play the bagpipes, Amazing Grace, tears swiped from face, ring the bell. Okay, ring the bell 23 times. Hear an honor guards firing a gun instead of a 21 gun salute. Well, instead of 21, it fired 23. Honor 23. Remember 23. To see 23. To the spirits are looking. It's 23. We have never forgotten this fateful day. I once said that about Orlando, about Las Vegas, about Columbine, about among other cities. 1 year later, we still grieve, we still deal, we still sorrow, we still heal, we still represent. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, Psalm 23.4, as I drive through the grievance of the deaths, minus breaths, according to Creed, Scott's dad, one last breath. All around town, we want to turn the frowns around and represent my hometown, our hometown. Yeah, all around town, my hometown, our hometown that never backs down. The Sun City was in shambles, in fear of gritty, minus sympathy, pity crumbles. We didn't see this coming. They scramble. It was the day we never saw this coming. All of a sudden, I'd rather say in forthcoming. No more dark fate. We really need to eliminate the hate. Love needs to be more to create. It's never too late to increase the peace. We gotta stop the violence. The hate has to be forever silenced. Don't balance. Decrease the violence. Increase the peace. It's now a year we will never forget. We'll always remember the tragedy, heartbreaks, and catastrophe. It's now a year. The anniversary is here today. Never forget, especially the tragedies like Orlando, Las Vegas, Columbine, among others. Sun City, well, barely got through the tragedy last year, but we are still going through COVID-19 this year, hoping to get back to normal next year. But from Glenn Fry, you belong to the city. And Marty Robbins, El Paso, and especially my friend Joe Barone, El Paso Grandma Song. So it's been a year long. We can't be wrong. We gotta be strong. Stay strong all year long, a decade long, always El Paso strong. And P.S. Our thoughts and prayers goes out to the friends and families of the 23. And according to Disturb, hold on to the memories. Yeah. And man, as I say, 3 years has been long. This still never go wrong. And we still gotta stay strong. Like I said, always El Paso strong. Man, just like after El Paso, besides Dayton, we're hoping that how we're gonna put a stop to this madness once and for all. We gotta end this plague of violence once and for all. But I know just more than 2 months ago, in Buffalo, Uvalde, and among others, we really gotta put a stop to that. How we're gonna prevent another massacre? We need to. Okay. Yep. So I know this was almost 3 years ago, but and how this wonderful mural has been created between on Cotton Street between Arizona and Rio Grande. Well, this is very nice. Yeah, and there's the star. Yep, here it is. As always, El Paso strong. Well, in addition, we want to say Orlando strong, Las Vegas strong, and especially Uvalde strong and Buffalo strong. We want to add that. Okay, and don't forget this coming Wednesday is it's been gonna be 3 years since the tragedy. Okay, guys, here it is. Read it and weep it. I'm behind posts on Twitter and Facebook. You can find my posts on Instagram, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yeah. And next, and 3 weeks from Thursday, my 3-year anniversary of Dan the Man's Weekly, which I will try to make it to the Old Sheep Dog Brewery. Well, all right, so don't miss my 8-year anniversary of Dan the Man's Weekly. We'll keep you posted. All right, guys. Like I said, always El Paso strong. All right. I apologize for the delay. So, all right, guys. Thank you very much. Have a great night. And all right, Richie, let's go ahead and close the night. Sorry about that.
All right, cool. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out then. Appreciated Dan for always walking us through that, and we're gonna go ahead and yeah, talking to tragedy is always kind of rough. I mean, maybe it's always think of Mr. Rogers, talking about see the people who are helping, and that's always just kind of like a positive light. And this whole Paso strong, motto, catchphrase, whatever you want to call it, it's always a great reminder to think of how everyone kind of came together for those moments and bring that, after each anniversary, kind of redefine that spirit, and bring it back, about community and helping each other and being there for each other. And that's one of the things that we can do to move forward. So thanks for sharing that, Dan. For the online open mic, we're going to go ahead and close out tonight. As always, we will be back next Monday and the Monday after that for as long as people would like to have this space. So as long as you guys keep coming out, we love having you, everyone who performed, everyone who has performed in the past. And even if you've been thinking about it, this is a space for you. Try it out. And if you are shy, maybe you don't want to be on the live stream, another option is you can join us at the after party, right? And I always call it the after party because after we end the live stream, we do hang out for a bit. If you just want to share something you wrote and you don't want to perform, be on the YouTube channel, then by all means, join us in the Zoom meeting and you can share whatever you wrote, off, but otherwise than that, we just kind of hang out. We talk, because I know some people do have difficulty sharing certain topics, in the public. It's public, right? You're being live. So anyway, my name is Rich. I was happy to be your host tonight, and we will see you guys next Monday. We're going to go ahead and end the live stream.